11,000 feet in the air, looking out of a single-engine plane, it is easy to lose your stomach. Then comes the 45-second free fall, reaching speeds of up to 120 miles an hour, and the momentary fear that the parachute will fail to open. But as Madison Henshaw found out, skydiving with Gary Splash DeLutte is as interesting as it is exhilarating.
My skydiving experience was very unique and interesting. I had been wanting to do it since I was 16 years old. My dad promised me when I turned 18 for my birthday we'd go, and we didn't get to do that, so on his 50th birthday we went, and it was a complete surprise for him, and we both just had a ball. We loved it. I really wasn't nervous until I got in the airplane. We took off in about an altitude at 3,000 feet. That's when my nerves started kicking in. At that point, I knew there was no turning back. But it was that one little feeling of nerves, and then it went away. And when he opened the door to the airplane to jump out, you look down and it's 11,000 feet down. But no, I really wasn't nervous. I think my dad was more nervous than I was. Well, the entire process takes about 3 hours. They say about half a day. So when you get there, you go through and you sign your life away with paperwork, and you go into a classroom and watch informational videos. And from there, you kind of get the gist of what's going on, and then immediately they suit you up. They put a jumpsuit on you, and then they strap you to your parachute. You sit there for a little while. You go outside. There's a model airplane, and they teach you how to jump out, like what the standard guidelines are for jumping out. And then you're in the plane. You're in the plane, and you take off. You're given about 3 seconds when they open the door, and jump out, land, and leave. Tandem is with someone on your back who's a master, and for them it's usually about 500 jumps until they're a tandem master. I had Gary, his Gary aka Splash. He was quite a character. He came in, he was a riot, had a good time, told lots of jokes, but he was very serious about his job.
16 years doing tandems, going on about half of that, and love it ever since. The looks on people's faces when they get on the ground and when they get in the airplane. My favorite one is when the door opens, watching the other people, like if Bob, the other instructor, or Laura, they're out first, and you just see the people freak out. And they're gone in about half a second. I just started doing tandems, and they closed this airport to repave it and resurface it, so we went back to my original drop zone where I learned in Wallace. Just a nice drop zone. And I probably had 50 or 60 tandems, and she did good in free fall, but all of a sudden she just went limp when the canopy opened. And I said, oh my God, what am I going to do? And the training that they put you through took in, and we landed a perfect stand-up landing. She woke up and said, did I miss it? I like to fell out laughing. It was fun. She didn't remember. She remembered getting in the plane, but after that it was nothing. Being in the air by myself, just going out, I can do about anything. I can go out unstable, stable, upside down, head down, and just be me. I don't have to worry about passengers, and it's a good unwind to do that. I don't want to say tandem is stressful, but you have to worry about your passenger. I mean, you're always going through your head.
I remember just feeling like I was Superman flying. My stomach didn't come up in my throat. I was just flying with my hands up in the air, just like Superman. We pulled the parachute, and from the time you're falling, it's about 120 miles an hour. Once you pull the parachute, it's about 17 miles an hour. So it's quite a transition, and most people feel like once they pull the chute, they go straight up, which is kind of neat, and that's when you get to be able to look at the scenery around you. His personality seemed crazy, but he was very safe. He's very experienced. He's been doing it. He's been doing tandem for over 8 years. So he's safe. He knows what he's doing. He's certified in all aspects. I felt very safe with him, definitely. I would say it's definitely a once-in-a-lifetime experience, and everyone should have it on their bucket list. I was planning on doing it from the time I was 18, but I feel like if I had been much older than I am now, I might not have done it. But it's one of a kind, and for those people who are scared, it's nerve-wracking, but there's nothing to be worried about. It's risky, but it's just like getting in an airplane and flying to a destination. That's how dangerous it is.